Hey, and welcome everybody to the Redstone Tomfoolery videos. In this video today, we're just going to be messing around slightly with some redstone, nothing crazy, mostly because I can't do too much crazy with it. But as you can see here, I'm gathering a few redstone components just to put something together. I usually stick with redstone torches for just a simple power source. Sometimes I'll use a lever or switch them. So right now what I'm building is a little mini bounce house thing, like an auto trampoline. I'm going to use the sticky piston there with the slime block. You bounce on a slime block, and the sticky piston probably could just be a regular piston since sticky or slime blocks are sticky. So what I've done is I've run the redstone out and made a loop of it, and then I'm using the repeaters to make the loop go in one direction. As you can see there, it's going around in one direction, and I have no delays, so it's just pretty quick. And then I am going to put in little stairs to get up on top of it. And what this is doing is just repeatedly powering the piston up and down, up and down. And if you get on top of it, you will bounce. It's a simple contraption, fun to make, simple to play with, mildly entertaining. What they call that cycling redstone signal, they call that a redstone clock, because if you know a lot about it, you can set it to different tick rates, and ticks are like seconds or whatever. It's the equivalent for the game. You can probably hear my kitty in the background. That's just what I deal with. Welcome to my world. They have lots of technical words for redstone. They talk about monostable circuits and all these other weird, complicated things. I'm not there yet. I'm not going to talk about that stuff. I just made a looping signal that pushes the redstone, or pushes the piston up and down, up and down, up and down. Using that with a sticky block or slime block makes it so it bounces you. Also, right now I've obviously just flown up, and here I go, falling down and down and down. Boom! Boom! You know, just silly stuff. Obviously, you can use the redstone clock or the looping thingy for a lot of different purposes, like if you wanted to make traps, which if you've watched either of my obstacle course ones, I use something similar to that to make the trap doors open and close repeatedly, making it hard to get across them. And I just turned it off by killing the circuit. Signal couldn't loop around, and then I just put it back together. So now what I want to build is a door that is like flush with the wall, so you can't even tell where the door is. It's going to utilize some lever, some redstone dust, a couple sticky pistons, I think 6 of them total. I couldn't remember exactly how to build this one, so I had to do some testing to figure out how to get the circuit ran just right so that it would work.
Nothing in my view, so it's hush on discussion. Hush on discussions, you know what you need to. I keep it in the band to let you know that I don't need you. Y'all cats be see-through.
And now I'm just actually putting a wall up so that I can see, like, if it looks right, basically. I came into this video with no script at all, which makes it even hard to describe the fact that I don't have a script. So I'm just kind of watching the video back and remembering what happened, what I was doing, what the thought processes I was in.
She got vision just like any women giving me the kitten way before the riches, nothing more to mention.
Right now I'm just trying to figure out how to run the redstone to power everything, because I couldn't remember what signals can travel through, and a signal can travel through that whole block there. So as you see, I'm running the signal directly into a block, and it powers the piston on the other side of it. And it can also work like this with the signal on top of a block right next to the piston. So this will allow me to power both of them without getting in the way of the other one. And I just got to run that down and kind of meet it up. And see there with the torch is just a tester. So, because I put the torch there so it's always powered. So they're pushed forwards. Although realistically, I could probably do it without the torch. It would just be the lever in the opposite position. I didn't really think about that until just now. But yeah, without the torch, it would just make the lever be reverse in its operations. And now I'm just running the signal over to the other set of pistons so that it only takes one lever to open the whole door. And redstone only travels so far before the signal drops out, so you have to use a repeater every once in a while to boost the signal and carry it further. It can go a good bit of distance, but I just always like to have extra repeaters just to keep the signal strong so I don't have to worry about it. I don't know why I ran this side slightly differently, but it is what it is. I did, so yeah. Now see, I tested out and it almost worked. For some reason, the sticky pistons, when they are pulled, they won't pull what was stuck to them. So to remedy that, I had to put in another 2 sticky pistons to grab the stone bricks and pull them out of the way as well, which means I had to run even more redstone signal, which, wasn't hard, but I just didn't think about it at first. For some reason, I thought that sticky piston would pull whatever was stuck to it, so I tested again. Boom, boom, everything is working right. Put the bricks back in, and there you go. They completely hidden, well, mostly hidden. You can still see the pistons, but they're completely out of the way. And this is just like an example of how you could hide it, mostly, like hide the redstone from a casual observer. So, yeah, bring the wall out, take it out past the redstone. My cat really does not like being kept out of a room that I'm in. All she's going to do if I open the door is come in here and yell at me and demand I pet her for a little bit, and then she'll just go back to another room completely and ignore me. It's just the fact that I'm talking in here and I'm not talking to her, and that she does not like that at all. I'm sure there's a better way to make this circuit smaller so it wouldn't take up this much space. Like if this was at your base, this would be a lot of space that it would take up. And like this is just for a little 2x1 door. Like, I know that you can make like a fucking 2x1, 2x2, 4x4. There's a lot of big doors they can make. I don't know how they do all of them, because I'm not that good at Redstone yet. But hey, maybe with these little series, I'll be able to figure some weird stuff out and make better, cooler stuff. So I basically made like a little prison compound is what it looks like to me. You go through the hallway, boom, you could have another big room on the back side of it. So you can see the signal, all that redstone there, it would just travel all around all that. Boom, hidden. Can't tell where it is at all. You know there's a lever, so there's probably something, but until you hit it, you don't know. And you could do that with instead of a lever, you could have a pressure plate right in front of it, or off to the side of it with a timing signal that makes you where you have to get in at a certain time. You could do that with a combination lock. There's a lot of different ways you could open the door. The main point of this particular build was just to build the flush piston door. See all the pistons there are activated. Got the signal going around, so when the switch is in the one position, all the power's going, so all the pistons are extended. You can see that there. Goes up and over to the other side there. You can see it reaches every single piston. And now, whenever I hit the switch again, you can see the first thing that happened, it happens a little quick, is the bricks are pulled back first, which then the piston and the bricks are pulled over. And then when you turn it back on, the pistons that have the bricks on them won't extend back out until they're pushed over because they have no signal. So it's a way to keep the pistons from like trying to push, because I think pistons can push like two bricks in a row. So if it powered up before it was in the right spot, it would just push bricks out of your wall instead of being flush with the doorway. And that's not what we want. Well, that'll be all for today's episode of Redstone Tomfoolery. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, ?